Hey guys, we are talking ArcSite and fencing today. So if you are a contractor and you're out there bidding fencing jobs, maybe you're mapping out where it's gonna be, you're doing price estimates, this video is for you, and we're gonna show you how you can save just endless amount of times and do estimates right on the spot while you're in the home or even when you're not from home. So let's get into it. So today we're using ArcSite to bid fencing projects, and it's so easy, you're going to love it. So there's two ways you can do this. You can go to the home and you can actually measure things out. If that's how you do it, that's totally fine, and I actually already made a whole video all about it. We actually integrate with a really cool device called the Moasure measuring device. You can take the device onto each corner of the lot and then import that directly into our drawing software and instantly create a proposal. So if you think that's more your style, I'm gonna link that video in the description. But today I'm gonna show you how you can simply, from a Google's map view, bid an entire pricing document, everything you need for a fencing quote. So it all starts here in ArcSite. And let's go ahead and just pull up that sky view. I just went to Google Maps and found the home that I want to install fencing at. So let's go ahead and select that photo from library, and we have it right here. So the first thing we want to do, this house in the very middle, the 3096, we're going to pretend that's where we're installing the fencing at. So there's one important thing we need to do, and that's collaboration. And that tells ArcSite how big the photo should be in real life. So it's very easy. All you're gonna do is in the bottom left here, select collaborate. And then I like to choose something like hopefully you can talk to the homeowner if you haven't been there. But typically this driveway that I'm going over is about 20 to 25 feet wide. So we're going to go ahead and go off that and say, let's split the difference and say 22 feet wide. That's a pretty safe guess. But again, you can find something there that you are confident the length in, and that will map everything around it. So there we go. We have that all the way done. And now every line we draw is going to be accurate based off that collaboration. Now, depending on the map software that you're using, you might have a key. So instead of the driveway measurement, you can also just go ahead and find the scale at the very bottom and type in 50. So let's get into the next part of it. What I like here is I chose a house that has a fence next to it so we can kind of mimic what they're doing. So let's go ahead and tap into our products. Okay, and now before we dive into our products, I want to explain what they are. So products are basically pre-bundled items. So when you draw, it comes with all of the data that surrounds that product in that single swipe. So you can do line-based products, you can do object-based products, or you can do area. So you can like fill an area and then it'll calculate per square foot. But we're going to do line because we're measuring by foot. This level of customization is what sets ArcSite apart from other fencing softwares out there. It really lets you use any type of product instead of being wedged into just what that software allows you. You can really customize it to any type of fencing product that you are using. So basically, every single thing you want, so posts, the chain material, maybe it's the planks of wood, anything you want, you bundle it into one product. So what you're seeing on the screen now is how detailed you can go, whether it's tons and tons of equipment that you need to do each section of fence. You can get as complex or as basic as you want, but this will give you at the very end an exact bill of materials down to the post, down to the twist tie number if that's what you're doing things with. So this is all done on the ArcSite's back end. And usually the admin is controlling this. So your sales guys, the people who are estimating, don't have to bother with this. On their devices, it's already going to be preloaded. So let's do that. Let's hop into that preloaded iPad. Okay, so we're back on the iPad and we're going to hop into products. And as you see, all of those same products that we had on the back end are already loaded right here. So for this one, I like the solid board diagonal lattice 6 foot. I know it's a mouthful, but I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about here. And we're going to do draw in continuous lines, and let's just go ahead and sketch that in. And now there's, again, if you are there at a house and you are actually measuring it in, it's still the same process. You would just measure it out and then draw that line, and I'll show you. So let's say this back line you knew wanted to be like 75 foot even. So you can actually tap the line and change these to be as precise as you want. So that is now 75 feet, and it adjusted everything for us there too, which is awesome. Let's add a gate in while we're talking. So probably want to do a gate entry. Let's do it over here on this side. And we are going to do a legend. So I just went to create legend, and now this is important. So you can show this drawing to the customer, but also you could show it to someone like a installer. So that way when they show up to the job, they know exactly what they're doing. So now that we have that there, here's the best part. So you just get done drawing, you're ready to sell the customer. There's no math needed. There's no going to your car. There's no waiting a week to give them an estimate. All we're going to do is push one button. So I'm going to do take off an estimate right here. And we already have a rough price, but check this out. First of all, let's talk about this red banner at the top. Now, I love this. What this is for is, from a business owner perspective, I'm sure you've experienced maybe a new hire or maybe a great guy who just, maybe a little absent-minded, whatever it might be. This makes sure every single employee is doing things the way they should. So you can mark things that have to be done on every single job. So it could be anything from like doing the fence height, the fence color, you name it. It's up to you. You can customize that. So for this instance, we're going to do price material. So this is what the warning was, is what is this gate made out of? So my three options here are Trex, Buff Tech, AluGuard, and I probably butchered those names, I'm sure. And this gate probably doesn't go with this fence, but again, we're using our imaginations here. Let's just do the cheapest one. That's probably what the customer would pick, and we're good to go. So it saves the pricing for that, and we are good to head back. And as you'll see, that one thing we drew in, that one line, broke it off into all these different materials. So we have our caps, our sections, how many boards we need, how many posts we need, how many lattice sheets we're going to need, and how long. And you can do this to make it as detailed as you want. So now you have this screen that you can then take back and get a material list, so you're good to go when it comes to doing the project. But also you can turn this into a customer estimate. So let's do export customer proposal. All right, so now we see this. We have our pricing built in, and we have an exact cost now. So this is, again, a pretty basic one. You can have like your logo in here. You can have anything you really want. You can have your email, your contact information. You have the customer's information. You'll probably have that in there actually. So let's scroll down, and it also includes the drawing. So again, that's for your customer to know what work you're doing. And you can make these as detailed as you want. You can even draw in the house. You can get rid of the Google images. You don't need to do that. But then you have a final thing that I really love, is you can close that deal right on the spot. So what I'm doing here is signing, saying, yes, I want to buy, and boom, we have that all set. Now there's payment information and all that kind of stuff that you can add to these. It gets so detailed or basic, so it's totally customizable. So please reach out to us on ArcSiteApp.com, and we can show you the ins and outs and even what your products would look like in here. So everyone's different, and that's why we have such a good service team to help people find the perfect solution, and everyone leaves happy that way. So yeah, again, ArcSiteApp.com. Feel free to reach out via our demo or the chat right there, and someone will give you a hand. We love helping people out. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and now get out there and start making some awesome deals. Thanks for watching, guys.